thanks for having me and for doing this. And just the mere fact of people coming together to talk about politics and how specifically municipal politics affects their lives is a great. It's needed not just in Jamaica Plain, it's needed around the city. My name is Felix Arroyo. We have different middle names, and so that's why it's not Junior, but I'd have to use George H.W. and George W. as an example, and in this room it might not work. But and I'm running for the city council mainly because I'm an organizer. And as an organizer, I truly believe in the power of what happens and the change that can happen when you bring people together in a room, and in that room figure out how we can work together towards a common goal. Matter of fact, I was just having a conversation at the event that I was at, and I'm sorry I'm late, but I was having a really good conversation at this event, which was a queer women of color event at Club Cafe, where we were talking about how the reality is, for black and brown people, for women, for gay and lesbians, there's been no real successful fight that didn't involve organizing in our country's history. And that's sort of who I am when I'm running on. I'm running on something we call collaborative politics out of our campaign. Collaborative politics is the exact opposite of champion politics. Champion politics would be if I told you, John, if you elect me, I'll fix the schools. Collaborative politics says, if you elect me, we'll work together to fix our schools. I think one of them is more honest than the other. I don't think a single person can do anything. I think it has to be as part of a group. I'm running because I am a lifelong Bostonian. I don't think that makes me more qualified for the job. It just looks at the way I look at the city. This is the only city I've known. I'm a graduate of Boston Public Schools. I've had the experience of going to the public schools and receiving a very good education. I'm very proud of it.
You can wrap it up.
All right. But I've also had the experience of having my guidance counselor tell me to my face that college is not for everybody. And I have my suspicions as to why, but as I stand here, I'm a person with a graduate degree. And so both of those things drive me to run. And I'll end with what I'm very passionate about. I know a lot of the people in this room. What I'm most passionate about, and actually Howard brought it up to me, is the work I do with young people, particularly in Jamaica Plain. I'm a JP resident. The questionnaire probably said that. But I coach young men between the ages of 13 and 18 in baseball. Actually, the reason we scheduled this today is because tomorrow I'm at a baseball field at this time, coaching young guys from Jamaica Plain, and they have that experience of going to public schools where some of them feel valued and some of them don't. And I think that we have to work on how our young people how we deal with them, what opportunities do they have to make sure that not only do they receive a good education in our schools, but they have things to do after school, that their parents make enough of a wage to take care of their children properly so that they don't have to work 2 jobs. But I'm taking a lot of time, and I do want to get into the questions, and I don't want to dominate this.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, so we do have